What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games. And did your favorite Pokemon make the cut in Pokemon Legends ZA's decks? We're going to go over all of the officially confirmed Pokemon for the Pokedex so far, including the rumored Pokemon and all of the Mega Evolutions. Of course, guys, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And of course, support the channel by becoming a channel member. And let's dive in. So this is the Pokemon Legends ZA decks. Now, we do have a key. And the key for this is pretty simple. If it is in the green, it is officially confirmed in the game. We have seen it either in a trailer or it was on the website. An official source confirmed it. There's 193 officially confirmed Pokemon. Now we have officially confirmed DLC, rumors confirmed. Essentially, these are from leaks, rumors, Terra leak, and things like that. We got 45 of those. And then deconfirmed and not mentioned, essentially Pokemon that we think we might see being included, but we have no reason to actually believe they are. We're looking at 193 and 45 for the most part here. That's going to be a total of 238 Pokemon in the base game for Pokemon Legends ZA. Now, that may not seem like a lot of Pokemon, but Pokemon Legends Arceus has like 240 Pokemon. So for a Legends game, this is about the exact same deck size as Pokemon Legends Arceus. Now, this is of course not a final list. There could definitely be more Pokemon added to this list, but we just don't know. So we'll just have to wait and see. But this is going to give you a good idea of, did your favorite Pokemon make it to the final list of Pokemon Legends ZA? So pretty much, we already know that like the Charizard line is in there. And obviously if Charizard line is in there, they're gonna have to do the Venusaur line, the Blastoise line. So that makes a lot of sense right there. Also, pretty much, if the Pokemon has a Mega Evolution, it has made it into the game. It seems like nearly every single Mega is going to be in the base game of this game, outside of a couple few. And the few that are pretty much not going to be in the base game, from what we understand, is going to be Rayquaza and Latios and Latias. The Primals don't really count as Megas with Groudon and Kyogre, so we're not even including them on this list in general. If it has a Mega, we're in there. If it doesn't, and you know, some of these Pokemon are getting a new Mega Evolution as well. We're looking at something like Mega Clefable is going to be added, and that makes a lot of sense. Cleffa, because Clefable is obviously going to be added, which, you know, yes, babies are still real Pokemon, and we know they are definitely coming at some point. Now, looking at this list, though, Gen 1 has very well representation up until the Mewtwo part. Honestly, a lot of good Gen 1 Pokemon. Definitely happy to see, you know, Scyther, Pinsir, Starmie, and lots of cool ones there. Beedrill, my boy. We haven't had Beedrill in such a long time. That's definitely my favorite coming back from Gen 1. Gen 2 has a pretty good support system, too, here. I mean, we're going up until Tyranitar, but honestly, it's got pretty much most of the fan favorites for Gen 2. We got Heracross in here. We got Tyranitar, Skarmory, Houndoom. Lots of good choices for Gen 2, honestly. I'm pretty happy about that. Now, Gen 3 has a pretty sizable amount of Pokemon. Of course, we're going to be getting the Gen 3 starters. Now, these are rumored. We don't know if they're going to be attainable in the like regular story playthrough. They might be a post-game capture. We don't know when we're going to actually capture these. So I wouldn't plan a playthrough around Mega Sceptile, Mega Blaziken, and Mega Swampert. But the rumors are saying that they are in the game, but we just don't know how we get them. Maybe it'll be an event later on. We'll just have to wait and see. Obviously, Game Freak is known to do events. I mean, the fact that they put the Gen 6 starter Megas behind PvP matches is very questionable already. So I'm not surprised to see something like that already. But looking at the others of Gen 3, honestly, Aggron is back. I am so happy that the Aggron line is back. Obviously, it has a Mega Evolution, so it makes sense. But this is a Pokemon that has not got a lot of love recently, so I'm glad we get to see it come back. Sharpedo, of course, has a Mega, so we get to see that come back too. Honestly, really happy about seeing Manectric as well. What a good puppy. Good boys up in here. And yes, we do get our pseudo-legendaries because they have Megas as well. As already mentioned, Latias and Rayquaza, we don't know when they're coming. They might be DLC Pokemon, but we'll just have to wait and see. Now, Gen 4 does not have a lot of Pokemon. So if you're a Gen 4 fan, this is not your game. But to be fair, Pokemon Legends Arceus was the Gen 4 game, right? So, you know, we got Garchomp because it has a Mega, Mega Lucario, Mega Lopunny. I mean, hey, Roserade's in it. Hippowdon's in it, Mega Abomasnow, your Eevees, and then Gallade. Frostlass supposedly is getting a Mega, and that's about it. So Gen 4, if your favorite Pokemon was in Gen 4, it's pretty much cooked. Gen 5 actually has a good amount of Pokemon in it. I mean, it is like, the biggest gen, but actually has a good amount of Pokemon coming into it. And a lot of Pokemon we've never seen on the Switch, like the Patrat line. We haven't seen the Elemental Monkeys, so that's really cool to get these guys in there for sure. Scolipede is supposedly getting his Mega. Electros is supposedly getting his Mega. Chandelure also supposedly getting a Mega as well. I will say Stunkfist is an interesting one being added, because this was leaked from the Terra leak, but we haven't seen anything about it, and it's not getting a Mega. So this one actually might not come through. And then pretty much every single Kalos Pokemon is coming to the game. The big ones from the Kalos list here, though, is the fossils. We have not seen the fossils yet, but the fossils are supposedly coming to the game from what the leaks and rumors are saying, which makes sense. I don't see why they would include all the Kalos Pokemon in the Kalos game and then nix the fossils. Just wouldn't make any sense to me. And of course, Carbink as well. But if you have Carbink, you're probably going to have Diancie, because that's the whole thing with Carbink and Diancie. Now, supposedly, from the leaks and rumors, Diancie is modeled in the game, but they don't know how to access it. So we'll just have to wait and see. Maybe that will be a side quest that no one has figured out how to complete yet. Maybe Diancie is just in there as an asset in the back end, because people have the August 2024 build. So we'll just have to wait and see how attainable Diancie is in the game. We do know it's in the game in some way, shape, or form. Now, Hoopa is the Gen 6 mythical here, and that is going to be, of course, be the DLC. We got the Hoopa DLC. We don't know what's going on with Volcanion and Cleaver. The thought process between these is, well, Cleaver evolves from Scyther. Scyther and Scizor in the game. Cleaver could be in the game as well. It obviously has to have the Black Augerite to evolve, but there is no confirmation on Cleaver. Volcanion, because Gen 6 is a gen we assume is in the game, this could be a DLC Pokemon. We'll just have to wait and see, though. And then, yeah, Drampa and Phalanx. These guys are the only Pokemon that are not from Gens 1 to 6 that are going to be obtainable in the game. Apparently, rumor says that they're just catchable in the wild, Drampa and Phalanx. Now for the Mega Evolution. So the top part are Megas that have already existed and whether they're coming or not. And once again, green means the Megas, we have seen them. Blue means they are rumored. And then the red color is essentially, we don't know. We just we don't think they're really going to come. Maybe in the DLC if they'll come, we'll just have to wait and see. They're just not mentioned. So honestly, pretty much every single Mega Pokemon is coming. It's just not the Latias and not Rayquaza. But if your favorite Pokemon is a Mega Evolution, it is coming. Now, if we want to look at the new Megas, obviously Raichu, DLC, and we got 2 Raichus, X and Y now. And we've only seen a few of the new Megas, which was Victory Bell, Dragonite, the Kalos starters, Malamar, and Hawlucha. But all these other Pokemon are going to be getting their Mega Evolutions. Of course, the starter Pokemon, Emboar, Meganium, Feraligatr, will be getting Megas. And then your friends' Pokemon with the Starmie and the Scrafty are getting Megas as well. Eternal Floette is a big one. Hopefully we'll get to actually capture it and use it. We still don't know how that works out, considering it is a Pokemon that we've never been able to obtain before. And it might have something like a legendary stat. So we'll just have to wait and see. Most of these Pokemon are not changing their types, though. Barbaracle is changing its type, though. It's going to be Rock and Fighting, which is pretty interesting. So I think that is one of the cooler changes. Clefable is going to be Fairy Flying, which is pretty neat, too. And yeah, I mean, it's going to be a pretty solid dex in general. I feel like I'm pretty happy. I mean, are all my favorite Pokemon in the game? Not necessarily, but I do think there is a very, there's a lot of good Pokemon here. So I'm not going to be upset. I know there's going to be Dexit people in the comment section like, oh no, this is horrible. They don't have every Pokemon. Well, I mean, hey, Scarlet and Violet had like 800 Pokemon. This is a Pokemon game with a different battle system that is completely new that we've never seen before. So I'm not surprised it's going to be a much smaller game, considering it is making a new battle system using moves we've never seen before in ways that are going to be different than what we're used to. So I think this is okay. Obviously, we're getting DLC. We don't know how many new Pokemon are coming to DLC. We do know Hoopa and Raichu X and Raichu Y. And we do know that DLC is coming out before February 28th, 2026. So should be in a couple months. Hopefully we get maybe 50, 100 more Pokemon and a bunch more Megas. But let me know in the comment section below, Did your favorite Pokemon make it into Pokemon Legends ZA? Honestly, I do think a lot of people will be pretty happy with this list, and especially the amount of megas that we are getting in this game. So I think overall, it'll be a good time. But of course, guys, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out, and have a good one.